Hello everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode of the best show in the land. It's the Cguk Bargain Bin Show, or if you check the banner today, Bargain Sin Show. That's right, this is the Confessions episode. This is going to be a fun one, guys. Good to see everyone here already, ready to watch the stream. Nice to see you here. Join in the chat, let us know you're here. We have currently, Dave's here, but he's on the show. We've got Burnt Scribe, we've got Sugar Chris, we've got Coin Mark has just joined. How you doing, dude? Jacobus is here as well. He'll be joining us in just a little bit. So, let's bring on the bargain binners. We got Bristolian Dave. How you doing, dude?
All right, mate, Babbers. Yeah, I'm doing all right, mate. Doing all right. Not sure what I've let myself in for tonight, but, it should be good. And we got the couple of cool guests as well, so we'll see.
Me neither. I don't know what we've let ourselves in for. Let's bring on Rob.
Hello.
I'm sure you just did something as you turned.
Knocked over his computer.
All right, me babbers.
Hey.
That's my line.
Dude.
Well, I'm still working on finding my own.
Update on Jacobus. He's coming in a minute. Trying to
don't need you, mate. Fuck off.
Yeah. Don't need you. Join in the next one now.
We didn't even mute nothing yet.
Right. So this whole episode was Rob's idea, actually. Rob gets full credit for this.
Don't blame me.
Yeah, so if it's a shit show, you know who to complain to.
If you love this video, great. If you hate it, it's Dave's.
It's Dave points at me. Anyway, let's bring in our first guest. We have the Rabbi.
Hello, how are you?
Mazel
Thank
tov.
you for having me. It is very nice to be had. I hear that Jacobus is coming. I can only applaud him. I hope he keeps edging away until he comes at the right time with great glee and gusto, and maybe one or two warm splatterings. How are you? See, I had a lot of trouble coming up with confessions for tonight's show because I feel shame about so few of the terrible things I've done. I'm like, when I'm imagining the people I've encountered sitting, in a straitjacket in a padded cell, chained to a wall, eating their own feces out of a bowl. I go, yeah, that was a laugh.
I like bringing Rabbi on because it's like dropping a big energy ball into the screen.
We call many things, never an energy ball.
Well, now you have. Let's bring on our second guest. We have Stencil artist Jan.
Hello, how are you today?
No, we don't. There you go.
Hello. How is everyone today? It's Stencil artist Jan, and this is the Cguk Bargain Bin Show.
Yep. So for anyone who don't know, especially you, Commie Mark, we've enlisted Jan now, so he's on with us.
He's ours now.
Not doing the other Cguk show anymore.
No.
I have to tell you, Stencil, yeah, that was a very that you were the Michael Caine of Cguk introducers. It was very precise, very clear, and the glasses and the hair helping. I think it carries off that whole Michael Caine feeling. A young Michael Caine, an Icarus Michael Caine.
Don't throw bloody spears at me.
They actually do call me Little Michael at work.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm hoping that's Michael Caine.
Yeah.
I hope that's Michael Caine and not
There he is.
George Michael. Oh, here we go.
I want to go with George Michael there. That's it. That's a better one.
What did I miss?
Everything, mate.
Fucking everything. What the fuck is that?
How is your cyber conversion going?
Fucking marvellously.
You look like you're live streaming from a communist Eastern European country back in the 1980s.
Yeah, what happened to the green screen?
This is the green screen.
We swapped them out for Nan's curtains.
I took a picture of my curtains and then I thought I'm gonna have that as my green screen.
I thought this was some kind of sequel to Chernobyl.
That's
Right, I've got something to show everyone. It's a bit of
Oh.
a tease.
Should
Go
not
on.
go.
It was gonna be a perk in Twisted Fables, but there's only one, and it's mine. Do you want to make me a big screen? It's worth it.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Make
If
me
you can.
Why
Well,
is my
you
green
got your
screen
green screen
working?
Big green screen on.
What the hell is that?
That's really very strong.
Oh,
There we
no
go.
way.
The frame rate
Oh, you got the
drops very
frog.
much.
Hey.
Oh, that's so awesome.
That's sick.
Nice.
The frog
Nice.
with the
Little
twisted
flat
fairy
cap.
tale.
Is that the horny
Wait,
toad?
wait, it's not the frog. Wait, I'm now confused. Is it the frog or is it not the frog?
Is the frog?
It's the
It
horny
is the
toad.
frog. Okay, fine.
It's awesome, isn't
That's
it?
sick.
Where's that come from?
The kid's nan made it.
Made
Oh,
it.
Like,
That
yeah,
was sick.
get me off.
Wait, you
get
got
me off
some kind of
big screen.
sweatshop where you have children making frogs for you. I have to tell you, much respect.
Old people. Children are too lively. I've just chained up a load of old people.
Okay. Keep them busy. That's actually what my wife does. She works at this charity where they get these like elderly immigrants in to make these. They make them look like projects, and then they sell
Hold
them.
on. I was joking.
No, no. We really have got the. It's a kind of charitable version of the elderly exploitation. It's quite good. It's quite good. It's good work if you can get it.
But yeah, she made that one and said it was too hard, so she's not doing any more. I was like, all right.
Okay, I am good, mate. Whoever just asked me that.
That was King Craig. We got a few more people in the chat. Critical Blast, Burnt Scribe, Stat. We got Love Pigeon. Mark's still here saying they call him Little Dick at work.
Dale. Dale.
They
little
also
pain
do
at work.
at where I work, but I'm self-employed, so you know. There you go.
Anyway, guys, why don't we talk about the Rabbi's book?
Why not? I think that's a great idea. This is now I'll tell you, this is just a facsimile. I had this great idea once. Why not just take a screen grab and because it basically looks the same. Okay, the campaign still looks the same. This is my campaign, the Rabbi from Another Planet's Comics Bonanza. Now, as many people may know, if you ever go to my channel, I think the end of days are coming. I think the end of days are coming very soon. What better way to protect you when Beelzebub and his evil minions walk the earth? Raping, pillaging, looting, and raping. Why raping twice? Well, they like the raping. What better way to protect oneself than buying some rabbinical holy works? And that is what I can offer you today for the cheap price of, I don't know, what's the... I think you can get everything for $42 now. I think is the price. I can't remember. Go to yeah, 42. So what do you get? You get two awesome graphic novels. You get biblical Bible stories, so atheists, creators, rationalists, and rogues. This is, if you remember, like the early Vertigo books, like or pre-Vertigo, Sandman, Swamp Thing, that kind of vibe. You know, it's Bible stories, atheists, creators, rationalists, rogues. So this is very biblically accurate. I hope it's not preachy or polemic. Generally speaking, I couldn't give a shit what you believe in. I live and be well. Okay, you know, I'm not trying to convince you to anything. This is a bits of the story you'll recognize. I put it together, I think, in a seamless narrative. Basically, you got the Tower of Babel, the Flood, the Raven, and the Book of Jonah, all together in one narrative. It's 220 pages long. It's more than 180 pages of story. It's you can beat Wells to death with this one. Then the companion book. So I did the art and writing of the other one. I just wrote this one. Dominic Radgett did the art. It's the Imperium. It's a love letter to telefancy of the 1960s, which I do freaking adore. So basically, imagine James Bond, Emma Peel, Doctor Who, the Black Slave from 2001, and a monkey in a spacesuit in one a reality bending narrative. We have a cameo from The Prisoner and lots of toilet paper. But wait, there's more. Wait, there's more. Because, yeah, it's Indiegogo. We have lots of extras. You can buy all these extras on their own, but buy the books, because the books are, I would like you to read them. So the latest extra, I jetted it in, which I'm very, very happy with, is this one. Right now it's the pin-up. When we hit $8,000, it's going to be I'll make it into an A2 poster. This is, of course, the lovely Leela from Doctor Who, and Racco World from the Land of Time, not Land of Time, 1 million years BC. Behind them is the Time Machine. In front of them is K9Y. Who gives a shit? They're a couple of very, very attractive young ladies, scantily clad, with lots of like genre British sci-fi things around them. I love it. Okay, this is everything about my campaign in one image. We call this one Noble Savages. But wait! There's more. There's a series of postcards. I think I'm going to print these as postcards. You can send them to your vicar. I was saying, I said to a friend of mine from rabbinical seminary, I'm actually a real rabbi, right? So I sent a friend of mine running a synagogue in Philly. He needed some discs, so I labeled them like hardcore gay porn. I came up with all these great gay porn names to put on his discs. And then his secretary opened them. That was a fun day. Anyway, so we have the For the Male Gay series. It's a series of postcards that are based on what I like to call my masturbatory fantasies. Now, these are from when I was 12 years old, and they still work fantastically. The first one is called Keeping the British End Up. It's a James Bondy one. We have a Space 99 one called Party Like It's 1999. Well, as for a Cguk audience, you would of course recognize Judge Anderson. Don't even think it's Citizen. But wait a minute, Judge Anderson, am I thinking it? Yes, you are, Rabbi. Yes, you are. Yes, you know I am. and what I'm thinking about it more, though, is no hanky-panky in the TARDIS. This is the wonderful companion, Perry. This is actually a costume she wore on screen. So, I didn't even need to delve that far into the spank bank for this one. But, of course, speaking of the spank bank, something that's always bubbling on top. Oh, my, it's Councillor Troy. We call this one, I'm Sensing Strong Emotions. And this extra one I added in now, I'm going to be continuing this in my next campaign. So I'm trying to wrap this campaign up in about a week or so. I got one more piece of artwork I really need to finish, but I want to wrap up because I want to fulfill it. Got everything ready to go, and B, I want to start the sign up for my new campaign. Sorry, so as I was talking, I forgot to mention this latest card is called The Force is Female, and I just want to show you. Yes, the Force is very, very, very female. Princess Leia looks very happy. There with Jabba. Jabba looks very happy as well. Bib Fortuna, not so interested. But Silas E. Crumb, things are going to get crazy. And the weirdest thing about this one is that Jabba in the background has Jabba's palace. So is that a mural wall in his shagging pad, or is that a shagging pad overlooking his palace? Who knows, or dares to dream? That can be answered in your fan fiction. Once we hit $8,000, everybody gets this poster. Bohemian in Time and Space. Again, we're at 7.5 right now, so I think we're at 8. We have we have another poster, Capaldi one, but it didn't come up for some reason. We got the this Pertwee one, Great Balls of Fire, and this one not entirely finished yet. We call this one Forget Forever Young. Basically, I imagine Tom Baker and Liz Sladen as the Fourth Doctor and Sarah Jane just getting older together in the TARDIS, having adventures forever. I just think that's quite a nice thing to think about, but not quite as nice as Noble Savages, which we do enjoy. So there you go. That's my campaign in a nutshell. Any questions?
Thank you.
Wow.
Critical Glass says, can't wait for this to make its way across the Atlantic to my humble cave.
Oh, well, so here's the cool thing. I'm printing in multiple locations. I recommend you do this. I'm printing in the US, in the UK, in Canada, and Australia. Local shipping, baby. Local shipping everywhere.
Yeah.
Shipping to Canada is a nightmare. It's actually
Says, right, I need to lie down after that pit.
You know what? You need to lie down. I do it twice a day. Come to my channel.
People is joining us. How you doing, dude? And guys, the link to Rabbi's campaign just for there. Make sure you
There you go. Somebody there is my responsible adult. Oh, it's you, Aria. Thank you very much.
It's me.
Rabbi, I've got a fun fact for you if you want to hear it.
I always like fun facts. What is your fun fact, sir?
It involves Doctor Who.
Okay.
Was it John Pertwee?
Pertwee.
It could be.
Yep, played Doctor Who.
That's true. That's not okay. That's not that obscure. But carry on.
No, this is the good bit. You know,
Okay.
Mr. Wing from Gremlins at the beginning, where the dad goes to the Chinese curiosity shop to buy
very well.
He auditioned and he was almost going to play Mr. Wing in Gremlins.
John Pertwee.
Yeah.
John Pertwee. That's a really weird role. Do you want another role that he nearly got and didn't, which makes much more sense? The Adventures of Baron Munchausen. He was going to play the Baron. He was slated for it for about a year, apparently.
So was John Pertwee going to put on his? I'm going to put on the Chinese head.
Ooh.
That's exactly what he would have done. So that movie would have been cancelled because of Yellowface.
Yeah. Fun fact for you there.
I have a question. Comics Mate in the chat says, Rabbi, if your books are printed all over, who has the first prints?
I don't know. You know what? I am a God-fearing man. I believe in the good Lord, and I believe basically everything that happens happens for the best. So therefore, I'm just going to leave it in the laps of the fates. And whoever gets the first print gets the first print. You will not know. In fact, you can all imagine that you will have your own first print. If that is what you so desire. I was thinking of getting the For the Male Gaze cards laminated as well. I'm very open to the needs and the desires of the backers. Whatever you guys want, I will provide. So in my next campaign, which I'm about 50 pages into my next book, in my next campaign, we're going to continue the male gaze. I've got to do a Barbarella one. That's got to happen. And what's the other one I thought? We got to do a Flash Gordon one. Flash Gordon is essentially a very expensive porn movie without sex, right? Everything is a build-up to like a sex scene, and then it just goes to another. Then it goes to like Brian Blessed flying around again. But everything is like a weird build-up. Like, watch it, you'll be amazed. The whole plot is the super hot princess, weird S&M princess of the planet system Mongo. Really wants to shag Flash Gordon. So does Dale Arden. But Ming the Merciless wants to shag Dale. That's essentially the plot running through the whole thing, with people walking around with a lot of S&M gear. You watch it again, you'll be surprised.
Okay.
I'm down for that.
There you go.
Yeah.
Right, Jan, what are you working on?
What? Sorry?
What are you working on?
I am working on. Well, I'm not working on, but I will bring up the. Wait a minute. First, I've got to press the button. Hold on. Then I do this. I'm old, remember.
You have to do bargain bin.
It only takes 8 hours to. Come on, mate.
There we go. Right. So I am sharing. If you want to share my screen, there we go. Charlie's London from East London.
Robot.
You're breaking up for me.
Okay, Charles London from East Lane to the limelight, just to help Jan out.
This is what happens when we get two Jans on the show.
Full screen Jan's face because it's stuck in a really weird position.
Oh, isn't he pretty?
It does. Again, it looks more Michael Caine-y.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah, I'm only supposed to blow the bloody doors off.
Oh,
I'm back.
There we go. Hey.
The rabbi prayed for me, and the Lord listened and brought me back.
I have to tell you a secret. I really didn't. I would have done it had I thought about it, but I didn't. So I can't take credit for that one.
It must have been the other guy instead.
Must have been the other guy. I did a bit of what's the word? Bit of devil worship. That's what it is. Did you know, by the way? Weird connection. Okay, weird connection. According to Kabbalah and Jewish tradition, magic used to be a thing. Like Game of Thrones used to be real, right? Magic used to be a thing, and you could use magic to do stuff, right? That went out the world about 2,700 years ago because their idolatry was also a thing. You could go and sacrifice something to an idol or worship an idol in it whatever way you want. There was an idol called Baal where you worship by taking a dump on it. Anyway, but there was if you worship the idol, you will get whatever it is you wanted, right? That's why it was so insanely popular. So they got rid of. I was just saying, they got rid of the desire for idolatry, but at the same time, the power of magic went out of the world as well. So there you go.
This sounds very much like Skyrim.
Could be. I listen. I'm not that into rimming, but whatever you want to do, mate. I don't. I don't make judgments.
So anyway, Charlie's London.
Yes. Let's get back on. Tack.
Away from rimming, back to Charlie.
Yes. So Charlie's London, from East Lane to Limelight. My other half's book, which is done fantastically well. It's in production. The pages being drawn, coloured, lettered. It's all going on. It's almost ready to roll. You can get all 3 covers. You can get the Mark Steffen cover, which is this one. We have the Donald DeLay cover. We have the Vinnie Tartamella cover. This isn't a cover. This is just one of the pages.
Wow.
So it's quite an incredibly well detailed book, and it's there's so many different packages and areas and tiers you can get. There are, let me go down to all the extras that you get already, because we've reached so many stretch goals. So I'm just going past. This is just a page. This is amazing how the high quality of this book is. Imagine having to draw that crowd. It's unbelievable. So, if I can get to it, you also get the Stan Laurel and Charlie Chaplin book. You can get that separately. And that was done by our friend in Cguk, Wooly. So, yeah, it's got everything you could ever want. Check it out. And Stato's done... I'm just trying to find statistical zeros section. I didn't realise you've added quite a lot to this. Since I was last one, I just kept scrolling down. I was like, where Stato's done like a short, like the classic short style of work, where it is Buster the dog and Charlie Chaplin, and they get into all adventures. This is just added into the book as a stretch goal at the back. So that's really cool as well. So you're getting 2 books in one. You're getting postcards, stickers.
But you can put postcodes on the postcards, so just be clear.
There will be a postcode on something, probably on the packaging.
That would make sense.
Yeah, that helps. It's going really well, and that's what I wanted to put.
I got a couple of questions. Like, you got a 20,000 stretch goal there. Did you have 20,000 at the beginning of the campaign?
No. What do you mean at the beginning?
Yeah, like did Charlie imagine that she'd get, like, I mean, in pounds, it's £37,000.
Yeah, originally it was actually, there was a £5,000 stretch goal.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was expected, we were thinking probably between 8 to 10, which would cover the production of the book. Because people seem to forget that Indiegogo is just the start of your campaign. Because once you've had that book created, once everyone's got the book, you can then take away all the special extras that you give to people, and then that book is yours forever to do whatever you want with. Yeah, you don't do it on the high gloss paper. You don't put in the extra posters. You don't put in all, but you can take that book to wherever and sell it forever. So I think a lot of people think that, oh, I've made this, and then they just put it on a shelf, forget about it forever. You should never do that. It's an investment.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Fully agree.
Yeah.
So is this the book that's coming out? Is that coming up with an ISBN, or will that be for a future release?
That will... I can hear you.
Jan,
Echo,
just move over. Let Charlie on.
No, these ones won't, because the retail version will have a different cover.
Yeah.
and will be printed later because we want everybody to get all of this stuff, and they won't get there's certain restrictions on the contract for things going to retail rather than things being crowdfunded.
Right.
So certain things will be changed for that, which I can't go into too much because it's all contractual and all bits and bobs. But yeah, this won't have a barcode on the back of it as far as I know.
Alrighty.
No, cool.
But we've had things change. Some of the things we've had to change because the estate has said, "Oh, you've got to change this bit because his eyes were the wrong colour."
Ah, yeah.
When they've looked at a page and things like that, so they're quite on it. So yeah, I was surprised by that one when they said that.
Uh-huh.
That's
Mine-
a
mine-
good thing in a way.
I don't think anyone would argue because most of his films are in black and white, right?
Well, exactly. So the
Well,
colour
they would
pages-
know, I guess.
Wrong
They're
way.
about the only people know.
Yeah. If anybody would know, it would be his children and grandchildren. So, But yeah. So it's done amazingly well, and we're so proud and so pleased that people have purchased it as well. It's quite humbling to see.
Yeah, 640 backers, like that's
That's
Well, I think
pretty
everybody-
phenomenal.
I think everyone feels like that though when it comes to their stuff that somebody's gone out there and they've enjoyed it. It makes you feel really kind of humble that somebody's done that.
100%.
Yeah.
cool.
So that's
And is there? I don't know if I've heard correctly. There's going to be a follow-up book.
This will be a trilogy. So there'll be 3 in total. There will be one after this, and then there'll be one later on as well. Because the story goes to a certain. It's his entire life over the 3 books.
Yeah.
So if we were to try to fit it into one, it'd be like 400 pages. Which, trying to just get what we're trying to get into it at the minute. Luckily, because it's comic books, you've got the written word and the visual word in one panel, so it makes things a bit easier.
Yeah.
So there will be another book coming out later this year.
And there is a title for book 2 already.
Oh, can you tell us what it is?
Who said that?
I can tell you what it is. It's not a problem.
The ghost said it.
So it's going to be obviously Charlie's London again. This one's from East Lane to the Limelight. Book 2 is going to be from Woolworth to Wartime.
Woolworth. I love Woolworth. They're a great pick and mix.
Woolworth, as in the Woolworth Road where he was born. But it will literally where the book goes thematically. This one essentially covers the First and the Second World War, and will finish with the speech from the great dictator.
Excellent.
Commie Mark says it should have been called To Charlie, To Chaplin.
No.
So yes, that's what is going on there. And
It's Attack of the Clowns.
The ghost.
Generate more interest than the Eternals trailer that dropped today. Did you guys see that trailer for the Eternals?
I've not watched it yet.
I'm telling you, it's like I don't know what's the opposite of an erection. It was like it just made me so
inverted penis. Like a
no, because that's
invertation,
like active, right? This is just maybe like complete like I didn't care. Like I just like who on earth was
like
gonna
a gone off
watch that?
banana that doesn't want to hold its shape no more.
Exactly. Well done.
Mark says they do.
But yeah, it was like the anti-Viagra of movies. So you got that, you got Shang-Chi, everything that the MCU. I think we are all calling it. It's over, right? It's like there's no. It's just it's over.
I'll be honest. I kind of like the look of Shang-Chi, but I think
really there was like nothing that connected to me with that.
I'm kind of like an MCU kind of. I just watched it. I can hear myself. Why can I hear myself?
Yeah, you're getting an echo.
Is it me? Hold on.
Yeah,
it makes you feel better. I can hear you too.
But Dave also likes the ending of Grease, therefore his opinion doesn't count.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Well, you do get Olivia Newton-John in the tight leather pants, so you know.
Yeah,
It's a strong ending, isn't it? But in every use of the word.
I also like Dirty Dancing, so
people find that whack material wherever they will. Again, I don't cast aspersions. Whatever floats your boat, baby.
Dave also liked Roadhouse as well for the same reason.
Yeah, I like Roadhouse. Still Dawn as well.
Look, it's when you start getting some Powerpuff Girls. That's when you know you got a problem.
There's a movie about that too.
You don't know what to say.
And somewhere in the chat, someone's like, "Oh man, they know about me."
What does he know? There we go.
Although I still say one of the hottest women ever to be on TV, Wilma Flintstone.
Yeah,
isn't she? Totally.
No one puts Davey in the corner.
Bravo.
Righty.
I'll take that.
Hey Rob, why don't you tell us what this whole episode's about?
Alrighty. Well, just as you were bearing your chest, then we should be bearing our souls. So, okay, this is, I don't know if this is going to work, it's just a silly idea. For a few months now, I've been following Fesshole, right? And Fesshole is basically, you can put in your own confessions anonymously. And so, for example, some of them are but some of them are really classic. So we were just wondering, what could we do with this? So we, the six of us today, and Neem, have put together our own confessions. And we're just trying to gamify it by a little bit by seeing who can match the confession to the person. Let's see if the chat can do that. Before we dive into that, though, let's see. The good thing about Fesshole is you can put pretty much anything. When you get to Twitter, of course, everybody knows how Twitter works. You can go Fesshole and Dave, give me a subject.
Bristol.
Oh, okay. Bristol. Bristol. Keys. Bristol. So what do we got? Okay, somebody's confessed. I stopped wanking over pictures of my favorite glamour model when I found out she supported my team's arch rivals. She liked Bristol Rovers team. He liked Bristol Cities.
What? Get out of here! It's not even a different city, right? I'm sorry.
Different football
That does
teams.
not cross the wank parameter. You could totally still lust after somebody who roots for your a football team in your same city. You dumb idiot! Oh God, I want to slap that guy.
You would never catch me shagging a Spurs fan, so that's a load of crap.
Oh, okay. Well,
London's very happy to
London's
hear
a big
that.
city, but Bristol, come on.
Yeah.
Look, you got Spurs, you got Chelsea, you got Arsenal. I get it. They're not going to mix. I get it. But, London's a big place. Bristol, you can walk it in an hour. Leave me alone.
So, Jan, you must be very happy to hear that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I take it you don't support Spurs then.
No.
Not anymore.
Good.
Not
Good.
anymore.
If you do, I will tell you to keep it to yourself.
All right, let's see. I think some of these are a bit too specific with Bristol. I write down the details of every turd I lay in an Excel spreadsheet. Approximate size, consistency, effort required to squeeze out, color, smell, etc. I've been doing this for nearly a decade. I'm not really sure what to
wait
do.
a minute. I forgot. Oh, whoa. Okay, well. When you asked me for confessions, I forgot. I'm going to give you the best one, okay?
Oh,
No, wait.
Not to that part yet.
Okay, let me know.
Yet.
I should have, because the shit thing reminded me of, oh yeah, that's the best confession ever. right? But just let me know when you want me to go into it, okay?
Is this a confession you haven't sent us?
Well, what?
Is this a confession you haven't sent us?
No, I haven't, and I can't send it. This is like a book, good like 3 pages of writing, right? I can give it over in about a minute, about 2-3 minutes, but I'm not writing it up. Okay, just let me know when. But yes, it
oh God! Oh no! Since lockdown started, I've been making around £500 a month with an OnlyFans account that is just photos and videos taking a shit.
Oh!
I never thought people would pay to see turds easing their way out of my but they do. Disgusting, really. Somebody,
is that your OnlyFans, Dave?
More of a.
Stencil arsehole Yan. Yeah, that'd be a great one.
Charlie, give me a topic, Charlie.
Give me a topic.
Have a nice bum?
Football.
All right, then. Okay. Football. There we go. This one, I've read this. Just found my dad's Twitter, which I didn't know about. It's pictures of us at the football, and all his tweets to trans porn stars. I've tried to keep my picture offline because of what I do, and this is the only thing you get if you search my name on Google Images. So,
what do you think he does?
Don't want to know. He's possibly a teacher, though, isn't he?
Could be.
I want to go back to the OnlyFans shitter. I want to. Is it male or female? Is it a nice bum? Is it a hairy bum? I want to know what makes £500 a month. That's good money.
Yeah, Dave. What makes £500 a month?
Shit, that's really good money. I'm not sure. Would I do that? I don't think I would do that, but I would respect anybody who did.
Let's see. I used to bet on football, especially during televised matches, and occasionally people will ask me why I don't do it anymore. I say it's because I just lost interest, but in reality, it's because I lost over 50,000 in online casinos.
Wow!
And had to extend my mortgage to cover the debt. See, this is it. Some of them are really funny, but
that's not funny, mate.
That's the opposite of funny.
We have some requests from the chat. Give us one more, and we'll move to the chat.
All right. What did the chat want to see?
Well, Michael wants you to search me, just the word me.
Me.
Yeah.
I shall call him Mini-Me. I once worked as a cleaner at a bank. The people. Actually, you know what? Let's Hans Cleaner. Would you like to talk about this one?
Yeah, hold. I once worked as a cleaner at a bank. The people who worked there were very filthy. Dirty dishes piled high in staff rooms and notes left telling me to make my job to clean them. So I did. With a dirty mop head.
That was so sinister.
All right, then that's a. You know what? I'm just going to ask for an encore. Go for the next one.
My wife bans me from using her tweezers to pull my stray hairs out. So she bought expensive new ones for her use only. I found where she keeps them in the morning. They're great. Much better than the old ones used to be.
Why is your German like an SS officer?
Where
is the resistance? It really is. It's like sending shoes down my spine. Your German is an SS officer.
Wait, Rob, before you go on to the next one, read the next. You bastard. Why am I echoing?
This one.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, you can read that.
I'm not reading that because my wife's there. She'll pick me up.
Which one?
Go on then, Dave, you can read this one.
I once finished with a girl by text because I couldn't be arsed to drive the half hour there and half hour back. Didn't matter because she turned up at mine and punched me in the face anyway.
Saved yourself an hour.
Yeah.
Right. I've got another one that I remember. German flies. Right. There you go. Good. Jan, it's back to you.
Okay. I'll do the first bit in a different accent, and
that would be more effective.
In summer, when flies get in the house, I try to squash them with a tea towel. When I get one, I shout in a German accent, "For you, the war is over." This is insane.
It is really quite sinister.
Good. What do we got? What else have we got from the chat then?
We got sphincter.
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 This is going to come with some good ones.
There's one about
suggestions.
Oh God!
Oh my God!
Aria, over to you.
After a shit, I wipe my ass sitting down. A squatting position means sphincter is wide open. Job is done in no more than 2 wipes, usually 1. Fucking seamless. Folk who do it standing up are wrong ends.
I agree. I was told that. Someone actually told me they stand up and wipe their ass. I'm like, how the fuck do you do that? Because your cheeks close. Like, there's a reason. Like, people getting doggy. Like,
that's just weird.
That's totally weird.
If you're standing up to wipe your ass, you're doing it wrong. Okay, anyone? And again, I don't cast aspersions, but don't do that. Don't do that.
Hold on.
Have you ever been to the you know at the airport when they have those stickers on the wall to tell people how to use a toilet? Have you seen that?
No, I haven't seen. I wouldn't go to a toilet where it has stickers on it. How to? I would only go to the executive toilet. If it had stickers on how to use the toilet, at that point, that there becomes a toilet that's beneath my dignity to use. Right? That's the point where I go, yeah, I'd rather shit myself than put my arse cheeks anywhere near this.
I don't know what the image is always of somebody standing on the toilet seat, crouching down on top of the toilet seat.
Are you sure he's trying to take a shit and not trying to impregnate the toilet seat?
I don't know.
No. Because of Asian toilets. You know, like people like squat.
Well, that makes sense to the Asian
toilet. Stand on the toilet seat. So you go in there, you see the footprints on the toilet. Actually,
they still have them in France, some places.
Yeah.
I just realised there's an even worse one above the one I read. I've always really liked the idea of rimming, but have never let anyone do it to me for fear of them being uncomplimentary about the state of my sphincter.
Well, you know, I can understand that. I
was going to ask the rabbi to read that because he mentioned rimming earlier.
Well, there you go. I'm sorry.
Actually, it works quite well because what was it in Little Britain? My wife and I have just recently discovered the joys of rimming.
Rob, you have a better Welsh accent than Aria does.
Isn't it weird that so many people have tried that? It's got a name now. Like, you know, rusty trombone, right? A rusty trombone, in case you don't know. It's you need one person stands up, a male. Yeah, the male person stands up, at least one male, and the loving partner kneels behind them, inserting their tongue into the rectum, while at the same time pleasuring them with their digits. It's quite a cool rusty. So, but here's the thing. Firstly, somebody had to work out how to do that, right? There's a lot of steps involved before. Okay, but then so many people did it, they had to come up with a name for it. Right, you know the thing with the target. What should we call it? Rusty trombone. But like, so many people had to do that. They had to come up with a name. That's how bad the world is now. Right? That's how when they said it's a slippery slope. They weren't joking, and the slippery slope happened to be those assholes.
They had to come up with a name for it because otherwise, you get couples like, what should we do tonight? Well, let's do that thing. Huh?
Exactly. No sane couple should be going, would you like me to shove my tongue up your ass while I wank you? When somebody asks you that, you go, no, thank you, please.
Right. Everyone send Rob DMs.
Yeah.
You've got your DMs open on the side.
We've been filling it random shit.
All right, how do I get rid of that then?
The arrow.
Down arrow.
It was better last time when he had his messages open full screen. Just the whole line.
Right. Okay, so let's see then.
Give us a couple more. We'll move on to the next bit.
Yeah, all right. Let's have another topic. Let me get rid of sphincter. Let's have another topic.
Doctor Who. Do Doctor Who.
Doctor Who. Go on.
Do Doctor Who. Okay. Alrighty.
Nothing could be worse than your confession. That you watched Jodie Whittaker Doctor Who and you didn't want to slap yourself in the face with a sock of your own excrement, which is the only same reaction. Do you like Sergeant Discovery as well?
I'm not finding anything for Fessel Doctor Who, so let's abbreviate.
I broke it.
Yeah. Oh, later.
Well, the Eurovision was on yesterday. Put in Eurovision.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That's a good one. Nil point.
There's a reason why I get put onto these shows. To randomly come up with words nobody else ever thinks of.
But they're good words. They're good words, isn't it?
Thank you.
There we go. So, in fact, Jan, you can read. Oh, no, you've read loads. Who hasn't read? Is Jacobus still there?
No, he's back in 5 minutes.
All right.
I'll read it.
I'll read it.
Oh, okay, you do.
Okay. I once went to a Eurovision party where everyone had to represent a country. I went as an Albanian gangster, suit, scar, gun, the lot. It turned out I was supposed to take food, not dress up.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good.
Well, you better dress up as an Albanian than taking Albanian food, I think.
That's the only one. That's the only one for Eurovision. Okay.
Wow.
All right. Another topic. Let's have one more.
Fisting. See what's
I love this guy.
The ghost like that one.
Don't go to photos. Whatever happens.
No,
Don't go to photos.
Oh, then, okay, Rabbi, over to you.
Okay. A guy I was fisting clenched with his boyfriend returned home unexpectedly. Well, you would, wouldn't you? They had a loud, tearful argument for 20 minutes while I tried to act like there was nothing there and retrieve my hand. No! They were arguing during the... What? What? He was pretending to be sooty? Get out of here! Surely your hand's going to get cramp after 5 minutes.
Did you say cramp or crimp?
Oh, either way, I think it works.
So let's see.
Sooty, no, my new suit.
Oh God! Actually, as soon as you brought up fisting, hey, go for the next one as well.
I'll go for the next one. Here, let's see what it says. I regularly fantasize about Sophia from the Puppet Family Dolmio ads. I don't know that. As if she was real. We gotta look that up in a second. As if she's real. She's my dream woman. Long flowing dark hair, huge gorgeous eyes, killer figure, that accent. What more could you want? Like a vagina not made out of felt, perhaps? I don't know. Listen, I don't do marriage counseling. I would say if your betrothed, if your beloved does have a vagina made out of felt, you may want to seek medical help.
Would this give a whole new meaning to
she's
felt up?
There you go.
I say, would this give a whole new meaning to the phrase "felt up"?
I say, okay. In her case, I can understand.
Okay, so BSE says also enjoys deep fisting. Right. Let's see.
She is a woman though that you could quite happily put your hand up her skirt and make her lips move.
It looked like it.
Was it Del Monte?
We just did this, bro.
You just saw this. It's like I'm in a time loop.
Rob, we did this, mate, and that's not the girl. That's you're stalking. Turn off the screen, Rob.
Right. Now that Rob's made the show weird, let's move on to the next bit. Let's try and claw back some stability.
There we go.
It's warm in here.
Right. So, someone want to explain that?
I'll explain the game. So basically, everyone on the show tonight has sent in their own festhole confessions. They sent them to Neve, and Neve has compiled them into this this PDF for us. So the game is, we're going to read out a confession. It's anonymous, so that then we have to guess which one of us on the panel today made this confession. So I'll read out the first one. Out with friends, saw a woman stoop and pick up something. I rushed over and asked, "Excuse me, did you just find a tenner?" She said, "Yeah, I'm sorry, love. Here you are." She said apologetically and just handed it to me. It wasn't mine. I just asked if she found one.
Bostonian Dave. Not even a question. No. Next.
Right, I'm gonna guess Jan. I can't see anyone calling Dave love.
I reckon that was Jan.
I've stuck between Jan and Rob. I'm gonna go Rob because everyone's going Jan.
He's gonna say Rob because Dave's gonna say, "Oh, it's not me, so it's obviously Rob." I would say love. Love's a bit of a northern thing, though. Or it could be It could be Arya, in fact.
It could be.
Yeah.
I'm not northern.
Nah, I think Arya would have just pushed her over and took it.
You're more north than me.
They would say love in Wales rather than, I don't know, did they say love down London way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Commie's comment. Out with friends, not Jan. See, Mark, this is why Jan's on our show, man. He's fed up. He's fed up with it, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Go on, Rob,
your friends, Jan.
Dave, not Dave, sorry, Jan. You're my wife now.
We're gonna have words after this, Rob.
All right, and this confession belongs to.
Oh. Point for Dave.
No.
It was really funny because I just went over there. I never said, "Hey, that's mine." I just said, "Excuse me, did you just find a tenner?" And she was like, "Oh yeah, sorry, love. Here you are." I'm a bad boy, bad boy.
What? You didn't give it back after that? That's terrible.
Say what?
What did you
You
buy
didn't
with
give it back after that.
I have no idea what I bought with it.
So you kept it as well.
Yeah.
That's
Well, if
what the
somebody
money
gives
was
you a
for.
tenner,
Tenner's
if
a tenner.
somebody gave you a tenner, would you take it?
Yes.
Depends. If she was all right, I'd take her out for a drink. I'd be like, all right, got a tenner. You want a drink? Smooth.
You think you're gonna seal the dinner
baby.
with £10 worth of drinks?
Yeah, no, actually, I was going to say something really bad. Then I'm not going to say.
You have to go to Weatherspoons because you can get a pint there for, what was it, $1.29, was it?
Yeah, I think so. I might even be able to tell you what one it was. I think you can get an Adnams for $1.29 in there. An ale.
It's a tenner less than I've got to spend, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
Anyway.
Rob, you read out the next one for us.
All right, then. Oh. I once read.
Fucking hell. I just read that. That's not
Oh,
good.
fuck! No, I'm not reading that. I think people can read it themselves. Jesus.
I'll read it. You want me to read it? I'll read it. For someone.
Please. Yes, please.
I once read a headline in a newspaper about a guy raping handicapped people, and I giggled. Just thought it was hilariously poor sportsmanship.
Jeez.
I'm going Jack. That's got to be Jack.
Whoever wrote that,
Has to be.
you will not be seeing next week.
End the show. End the show.
And look at Jacobus's face. That's Jacobus.
Going, Jack.
That is Jacobus.
I'm going Dave.
Oh, that's terrible. Dave or Jacobus, you're ashamed of yourselves.
Okay, we'll find out the answer.
Nobody's going for Arya.
I'm glad. I'm not going to argue with it. The answer is.
No!
That's why he was so quiet.
Exactly. Oh my god! And I have to tell you, that's not even the bad one. Really?
That's not the bad one.
The answer was staring us in the face all the time.
Exactly.
Why did everyone jump to it being me?
They're like, no, that's not. What's he doing? Puts a little thing in there, a spoke in the wheelchair, then they're immobile. It's not fair.
We we should have known it was you, to be honest. But
You really should have.
you gave us a bit of a red herring.
Well, I was thinking a bit more of you. Like I was like, it's Jack. Jack's that low.
No.
Turns out Rabbi's lower.
That's the worst. I'm kind of proud of it.
Actually, you sold us a bit of a red herring by telling us, "Oh, I haven't done any yet."
No, I said I had. There's one more I should have sent you.
Go on, you can read the next one, Rabbi.
Okay. I once had a dream that I was covered in spaghetti hoops. Well, this is just normative. I normally think of this when I'm awake. I woke up and found it turned out I'd thrown up spaghetti hoops all over myself. Again, listen. This is how it should have ended. Okay, I woke up and found myself naked on my hands and knees in an unfurnished apartment in Morocco with my car keys up my ass. And suddenly there was a knock at the door, and a man came up and said, "I got the whippet for you, Mr. Johnson." That's embarrassing.
I think both of them are Dave.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Dave on this one.
Yeah, it's food.
Yeah, possibly.
Dave.
Possibly.
I go with Ari.
This is
Didn't
Dave.
this happen in the film Seven? Wasn't that what the guy died of in the film Seven?
Died of spaghetti.
It was a lot of pasta. I remember that.
Yeah.
Was it pasta? It's same thing, isn't it?
And the answer was Dave.
That's me.
We got that one. Dave, you're up next.
I'm allergic to coconuts.
And that's it.
Is that...
That's it. Really?
Oh, you should. How dare you?
That's Rob. I'm going Rob.
I hate to be mean, but who gives a shit? Really? How is that embarrassing? I'm allergic to coconuts.
I'm allergic to coconuts.
That's not like saying
you should be ashamed.
I'm a hermaphrodite.
I'm gonna go. That's Rabbi.
No, I definitely Rob. I'm going Rob. Gotta go Rob.
I'm going. Has Neve done any?
Oh, that's a point.
Oh,
Yeah.
Neve.
Neve has added her own into this.
I'm going Neve done.
Yeah, possibly. All right, I'll change my mind. Yeah, I'll go for Neve as well.
I'm gonna go Rob still. I think all of them are Rob.
Wait, Charlie. Charlie, is Jan allergic to coconuts?
Well, hang on a
Yeah,
second.
up his arse.
What does the chat say? What does the chat say?
Wouldn't that be a weird way to find out you're allergic to coconuts, though?
I've actually got a really funny story about that.
Jan had a coconut up his ass.
Personal.
What about Jan and coconuts? It's Jan.
Turns out Jan.
We was in Aldi once, and it was really loud. Like we was down the aisle where all the toilet paper and stuff was, and he jokingly said, and he didn't think he was saying it very loud. But it turned out that everybody had gone quiet at the exact moment when he decided to say, "Oh, I'm allergic to coconut. We better not buy this coconut scented
Toilet paper
because it might make my arsehole explode."
Yeah, I didn't write down the whole story. I thought you just wanted the statement. I really didn't read the DM very well. I read it and went, okay, and then completely forgot.
Oh, okay. Go on, Jan. You're up next. Read the next one for us.
I once held a funeral for a moth with my friend. We sung Enrique Iglesias' song, Hero, to close out the proceedings.
That must be Naeem. We haven't had it yet, have we? Is there anybody else?
Is that the song, Hello? Is it me you're looking for?
No, Hero.
I can be your hero, baby.
That's Lionel Richie. Hello. Yeah.
I reckon this is Aria.
The pain was doing.
Now we'll stand by you forever.
I'll be a hero, baby.
No, I did that line.
What does the chat say?
Jack.
Yeah, I'm going Jack.
I'm going Jack this.
I just want to say, I actually sing this song all the time, but it's not me. I reckon it's Aria.
I reckon it's Aria.
Yeah.
He's a bit hippie-type, isn't he, with the long hair? So maybe he would have a funeral for a moth.
It's not metal enough for Aria, so I'm going Jack. I'm staying with Jack.
Thanks, Dave. It's Neil. I knew that one, but I couldn't let it on.
Before we move on any further, can we just ask for the backstory for this moth funeral?
Don't. It's too soon. It'll bring up memories.
Too soon.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. There's not really much backstory. We just found a dead moth and then gave it a funeral.
All right.
Did you put it in a matchbox?
Alcohol.
Where did you find the dead moth? What were the circumstances
in the garden.
about finding it? Where was it?
Just in the garden.
Under a
Okay.
foot.
How big was it?
It was like one of those big fluffy ones.
And why did you sing Enrique to it?
I don't know.
Well, I think that's very nice. I think it's very nice send-off for the moth.
You know, somewhere above, there's a moth looking down on you, thinking,
Exactly.
You were my hero, baby.
Exactly.
Not just the moth. I'm sure the moth's mother is looking down and going, "That's so nice. That's so nice to do for my little moth son to send him off with such a nice funeral." I bet there are many moths out there that are touched by your kindness.
I got a question, actually, because is a moth's mother actually pronounced Mother?
Could be.
Okay, I'm going bye.
Of course, I hope it was really dead, not just
I'll get my coats.
you know.
What, I gotta read the next one?
Neve's going to read the next one for us.
Okay. Right. I once caused multi-million-pound damages because I couldn't be asked to call my team leader over.
Oh, that's got to be Aria. That's got to be Aria.
I reckon Aria.
I feel like that's Jan.
We already have one with Jan.
I have no idea what these guys do for a job, so
There was a situation at work where something like this did actually happen, but that's not me this time round.
we'll come back to this.
I reckon it was Rob.
Rob then, yeah.
No, it could be.
Oh, it's Jacobus. Go on.
Okay, so tell us more, Jacobus. How did this happen?
You know, was working on the fuel tanks for Land Rover, and they've got little sensors on the outside. And if they were damaged, we had to call someone over for like quality check. But we just used to bang them so they looked straight and just sent them off. And then I think about 200,000 Land Rovers got recalled for fuel tank issues. Like the cheap.
There you go.
Cheapest Land Rovers, like 60 grand.
Jacobus, none of your colleagues watch this show, do they?
I don't care.
None of your employers watch this show, do they?
No, I don't work for them anymore. Fuck them.
There you go.
And this is why British Leyland had to be broken up, for that quality of British engineering.
Charlie just sent us a confession. I once caused a large-scale evacuation on HMS Belfast because I felt my lunch bag. I left my lunch bag in the boiling room during the height of the IRA bombings in London.
Wow. Is it chicken? No, I think it's ham.
Oh,
I got in so much trouble. I got in so much
You're on the ball
trouble.
tonight, Rob. Go on, Jack, let's you read the next one.
Killed me.
I'll get my coat.
I once called a child a cunt after she beat me in a game while on a trip to France.
Well, that little cunt show shouldn't have beat you, should he? Quite frankly.
I thought then, is this me? And then it said to France, and I was like, no,
I
it's
was
not.
going to say,
how old was this child? That makes a difference. It gets funnier the younger the kid is.
It'll be Aria, I think. It'll be Aria.
Nah.
No way.
I think this is Rob.
It might be Rob.
France,
Nah, I don't think it's Rob.
I just want to know what the game is while on a trip. In a game. What was a game then?
I'm saying it's Rob now.
What's the chat say? The
Chat
chat's left.
get some suggestions.
No.
Oh,
Nothing in the chat. I'm going Rob.
The chat's abandoned us.
Dave, who are you going for?
I'm going for you.
Rabbi?
Yeah, I'm going for Ari on this one.
Yeah, what was Jan?
Ari. Yeah, Ari.
You got me sussed.
Yeah, I knew you. All I got to do is look at you. I bet that fucker says cunt to kids.
Yeah, you.
Yeah, I did. And Rabbi, it was a really little kid as well, and I feel so bad about it.
Okay. When my kids were little, I trained them to. I did these. I got them to say where babies came from. So I do the whole thing. So first you sprinkle the magic powder that cools the stork that flies all the way from the North Pole, that brings you a little bundle of joy to your house, and it flies down to the house. And then I have the kids say, and then I have sex with it.
What?
Kids are a great font of amusement.
That's one way to go.
As playthings for the gods, are we?
Right, guys. Local college has a fiberglass lion statue. A buddy and I came across it at the side of the road one Saturday night. Obviously, students had tried pinching it as a prank, hid it, then took it home with us and displayed it in the back garden. This appearance was in the paper the following Monday.
Fiberglass lion statue. Well, it's got to be somebody who's. I reckon this is Dave.
I'm going Rob.
Because they have a tendency to take statues in Bristol, don't they? So.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't think Bristol have got any statues left. I think everyone nicked them.
They're in the rivers.
Yeah, in Grimsby, we used to have Havelock the fisherman. It's like from an old Viking story, and people would steal his knob.
What?
I wasn't paying attention to the first bit, and all I heard was still his knob, and I'm like,
exactly. I was like, wait, what?
No, seriously, Havelock. The tale of Grim and Havelock. It's old Viking, because Grimsby's an old.
I thought
Viking.
you just said have a look. Then I was like, no.
So no, there used to be a statue outside the local college in Grimsby, a bronze statue with Havelock and baby Grim on his shoulder, naked. Yeah, a bronze statue, and all the time, like, I don't know, students, drunkards, I don't know, would come along, bash his knob off and steal it.
Well, you probably had it coming.
Probably had it coming.
Looking at your shifty or something. I don't know.
Maybe it's one eye.
Yes.
I could go with Jan, I think.
I'm going Rob.
I forgot to put the game. Yeah, okay.
I'm going Nave.
What about you, Jan?
I'm going Rob because it sounds there's a whole backstory that I think he's trying to throw us with.
I think so.
What?
Yeah, it's Rob. Go on then, Rob. You're about to read the next one.
Just the backstory. It was Heidelberg College, and this lion was always just there. And you kind of thought it was concrete or something. Turns out when we were like walking down the road one night and found it. Somebody had like knocked it off its pedestal, and we were like, "Yeah, all right, we'll look after this." Took it back to the student house I was living in, like after karaoke, after Saturday night karaoke, and then the following morning I was awoken by this. Rob! Because somebody obviously knew it was me.
Do you know, for a second there, I thought you were going to go roar, and the lion had come alive. You would have said the end of that.
All right then. So,
well,
I once unconsciously started peeing in the kitchen bin. I only realized what I was doing when I heard my mother shout at me.
How did you get your knob out without noticing you were peeing?
Yeah, Aria.
Like, how did that
Clearly,
Yeah.
I think it's about the peeing in
You
the
know
bin.
what? I think we're overlooking. I'm going to go Neve.
I think this is me.
I think so. Obviously, this person was either naked or wearing some kind of robe.
Or drunk. Drunk, sleeping.
Yeah, but still drunk. You have your clothes on. I mean, that's super drunk.
I don't know. It don't take a lot, to be fair.
Why is it?
I just shouted at him, so it must be when he was a kid.
Why is it? Whenever there's a weird confession, the chat always blame me.
Yeah.
I think we all know the reason why. We all know the reason why.
Okay, who are we going for? I'm gonna go for. This is a Jan. This is a Jan confession.
Nah, I'm going Aria.
Dave, over here.
I'm sticking with Neve. I think she sat on that bench.
I reckon this could be any guy could. I know that this has happened to an old friend of mine that he was like really tanked up and he came home and he was just pissing in the bin, and the next day they found it. Why is it bin all wet?
Was this friend of yours called Aria?
Okay, what about Rabbi and Jan? Who are you going for?
I'll go
for Jan.
I'm going Jack.
Jack's going first.
So how, why?
I wasn't drunk. I was fully clothed, and yet I hear my mum scream at me, and I snap back to reality. Why the fuck am I sitting in the bin?
Sleepwalking?
Was this like? I mean, this is at night time then.
Middle of the day.
Hold on. We're missing the most important question. How old was you?
27.
I'm 22 now.
So you're planning to do it?
Yeah.
I've not been watching our stream totally, so I don't know if people's comment has actually turned up. But people says ruined Sunday dinner.
Pretty much, she was cooking in the kitchen.
Oh, you pissed in the bin.
Excellent.
Remind me not to invite you around.
To clarify, I was young. I don't know how young I was.
27.
22. Round here we have like a Facebook page for this area, and one of the taxi drivers put in, whoever this is, I'm never picking you up. And there's footage of him pulling out of a road onto the like the commercial road where all the shops are on a Friday night. There's a guy sitting in the top of a bin with his trousers down, doing a crap in the bin in the high street.
Oh no!
I mean, there's worse places to do it.
Look, these things do happen. People do get caught short.
That is true.
I have a theory though. That the closer you get to your toilet, the more likely you are of shitting yourself. That if you're trying to make it there, like could you just say, yeah, I gotta make it, but you don't. I think the most shitting the cells happens within 3 meters of your toilet.
Yeah,
this is actually a true thing that you start to relax the closer you get to the toilet.
Yeah, the body starts to do processes, doesn't it?
Number 2 is like one as well.
This conversation is taken away from how stupid this confession is on the screen.
I used to think tuna was a small fish, as they come in those small cans. I feel like this is a Jan one because he hasn't forgotten to give the rest of the story.
That is a Jan.
Neve.
I'm torn between Neve and Dave. I mean, it's another food one, so it could be Dave.
Yeah.
But it also seems very Neve-y.
Neve.
That new. I'm going Jan. It's a Jan.
Yeah, I'm going Jan.
I'm
Well,
sticking
Rob.
I'll go
I'm
Yan as well. I can't fight against the crowd.
with
I'll go Yan as well then. No, up until about 5 years ago, for some reason, I thought the big tuna that you see on the TV was a different breed of fish to the one that you got in the cans. Because I'd be like, well, why are the cans so small? Because my brain just couldn't comprehend that the big fish goes to little.
I tell you,
tins.
decide and slice it in, you dickhead.
That was fucking
It's
aggressive.
round, think about it. It's round, isn't it? And they cut
It's
it
not,
slice it. And then
it's not the kebab skewer thing. That's not what a fish looks like.
everything comes in kebab form. Don't start with me.
Yeah.
You get in the Greek angry.
This disembodied voice is getting aggressive.
Yeah.
Exactly, it's aggressive.
You're gonna hear plates
Ghost.
smashing soon.
Yeah.
The ghost is getting louder and louder. Yeah.
Go on, Jan, you're up.
When I was a kid, I was rammed into a fence by a sheep.
I
You're
feel
around
like
by a sheep.
Yeah,
I feel like this could be Aria
I
and it's
don't think
mixed
the
up a
story
bit.
finished there. I think that's where he discovered his strange love.
Yeah.
Strange
I think-
love for the wall.
Hang on, I was the sheep.
This man now lives as a sheep.
Well, if it's
Hang
a
on.
sheep, I
Rob,
hate
what are
the
you feeling?
stereotype, but there's only one.
Oh.
Oh my god, what is that? Oh, that's the lion. Oh, it's huge.
The lion.
That's huge.
How did you carry that?
It's pretty
Yeah.
damn.
I don't hear those words often. It's huge.
Which one's you, Rob? Oh my god.
That's terrifying.
That's
Mark in the chat.
Why is it in drag makeup?
No,
It's got
that was the
lipstick.
paint. That was the paint. It was painted that color. And you-
Mark in the chat.
Why?
I
says,
haven't
why is my
changed one
steak?
damn bit. I can see my mate Ingo behind me. He's not impressed. All right.
No, he's not. He's very concerned about it.
Mark reckons this one's peep.
I've got to go. I'm sorry, Ari. I've got to stick to stereotypes. It's you, mate. It's got to be. But rammed could mean anything.
I just think that, you know, the sheep, every action has an equal and opposite reaction.
Yeah, I think the sheep pushed back more than Aria thought it would.
I thought it was consensual.
He tried to ram it.
The love that dare not speak its name.
Maybe he was listening to Rammstein.
I reckon this was...
You know what would be the
I reckon-
worst thing to do? If you're having sex with a sheep while eating a lamb chop. That's the worst thing to do.
lamb kebab.
Or is that the best thing to do?
Well, it depends on your point of
Dominant.
view. It depends on your point of view.
I'm changing my answer to Dave.
Talks about that, by the way. They're like different like kinks of different peoples. So because they have this group of people, they buy a piece of meat from the market from the Cguk, and they go and they bore a hole in it, and they have relations with it, and then they go and eat it.
Oh, God, no.
Jeez.
Can we move on?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying Dave.
I'm saying Dave.
I'm gonna say Aria.
I'm saying Aria.
Rabbi?
I'll go for Yan. Why not? Stick with Yan.
I'll go for Dave.
It was
No!
Dave!
Yes.
Oh,
It's on my uncle's allotment. We got ran
Got
up,
lonely.
put me on my ass.
My uncle's allotment. My,
when
the
you
only
allowed to
thing
buy livestock on an allotment?
I know. The only thing I had on my granddad
well,
on
I
his
didn't say it was
allotment
legal,
was
but-
shallots.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a big allotment.
It's a big
Real big.
Big sheep.
Yeah, that sheet was huge. It killed
The
me.
rabbi's got a kosher one. It just has shaloms in it.
Without even reading this, I'm going with Rob because there's a lot of fucking writing.
Go on, read it out loud.
So after a party at my best friend's house, his mum told us to tidy up. So we went outside, up the road, stole a council bin, put it on the balcony, filled it with empty cans and bottles of beer. Job done. When she came back and saw the bin, she stormed outside, picked it up, causing an avalanche of empty bottles and cans to fall off the balcony into her downstairs neighbour's garden. I'm going with Jack, actually. I've changed my mind.
Oh, I don't know who I'm going for.
I think Dave. It sounds reasonably irresponsible, so I'm going to go with Dave.
I'm going Rob.
Actually, yeah, I'm going Rob.
Yeah. What about you, Jan?
I would say a lot of my stories do have alcohol involved, but I would say
There's no lion in this one, so I'm going to go Jack.
I'll go with Jack as well. Don't know
It
why.
was Jack.
Oh! Woo, 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 woo.
You naughty boy.
Good work.
We tidied up.
We'll tell the council. Go on, this one for you to read.
Why do I have to read this? When I was young, I made up a boy band. I wrote them songs such as the classic Scooters in the Cinema.
That's got to be Aria. That was before his rock days.
I think
Yeah.
it's Rob. This feels like Rob to me.
No, I don't know. I'm thinking Scooters. I mean, Scooters, you think of Brighton. Bristol's not far from Brighton, is it?
It's not
I'm
It's a
going
fair
Neve.
distance, I know. It's a seat.
Do I look like the kind of person who wants to be in a boy band?
Yes.
Yeah.
I do, but that's not the point.
You're the
Judging
big one
by
on the end.
Judging by the shirt you were wearing last week, yes.
What, this one?
Ah, my eyes.
Yeah, taking it off. I'm gonna go with Rabbi on this one.
Oh.
I'm going Neve.
I'm going to change. I want to go Neve because it'll be like a whole fantasy thing, isn't it? Like, yeah,
Yeah,
gonna
and
go
then
Neve.
she ended up with Aria.
I reckon it's Dave.
I don't like the idea of Dave doing that.
I mean,
What about you, Rabbi?
we know that you're a music fan.
I think I went with Rob with this one. I think.
And the answer is
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-huh. And
What was this
Neve?
boy band's name?
What was the name?
I don't have a clue.
Zelda?
That's not a bad name for a band.
Do you want to tell us the story?
Let me have a story. I'm just a weird child, okay? He's weird.
Okay.
Was this before or after the moth died?
This
I
is
think it
before.
was after. I think it was after.
You've got to read out the next one, Neve.
Yes,
Hold
yeah.
on a sec.
Go.
As I hadn't done any work in primary school, the teachers struggled to come up with something to say for my final report. Most opted to go with, he's very charming and humorous child.
It was Neve.
However, one teacher wasn't totally on board with this, and his comment was, charm and humor are no substitute for work, I fear. Of course, how wrong he was.
Neve.
That's wrong.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
That's got to be Rob.
Yeah, I'm going Rob.
Rob.
Oh, it's nice. I like that you think I'm humorous and charming.
No,
You don't do any work.
It's
Actually grew out of
how he
that thing,
was
mate.
at the end.
Suddenly the chat's blowing up. Everyone's saying Rob.
That it is.
We all going Rob on this?
Yeah.
Actually, hang on a sec. Because Commie Mark writes were.
How wrong he were. How wrong he were.
Is this subjunctive or what?
I don't care. Who was it?
No, it was.
Yes.
It was.
It was
Oh.
Yeah, I can see that one.
Ah.
Yeah, I should have.
No, actually, you know what? There's some more background to that as well. Is like that was when I went to a Jewish school from like when I was 11 onwards. But I went to this it was like a regular school. So I went to, we had like this religious education part in it where we're learning like the New Testament. I didn't know anything like up from down with it. I'm like a Jewish kid, right? So I had to know what's going on. I asking these questions to this guy who's clearly deeply religious. You know, to him, it's deep blasphemy. I'm like, so why would you just do that? Doesn't make any sense. I'm like this 8-year-old kid, and he's like, I'm like flumsing him. And he's the guy who wrote that on my report because he's like, he was always at the hump from me ever since then.
Piss off the teacher. Go on, your turn to read.
Who, me?
Yep, go for
it. Drunken night out, borrowed a wheelchair. Well, again, nothing terrible there. On a lonesome buddy who had recovered from a broken leg, just to see if I can make it home at 3 in the morning in a wheelchair. I could, but was helped to cross a bridge. Well, there you go.
I'm just waiting for
like a posting story.
That's waiting for the Jack comments.
Yan on this one. It sounds like a Yan story.
I'm going down like one of my stories, but I think this is Jacobus.
Yeah, because it's a horrible story. I get blamed for it, of course.
Well, I know that Jan has got a couple of drunken stories under his belt, so this is possibly the kind of thing he'd do.
Yeah, but he says a buddy, and the chat already confirmed Jan doesn't have any outside friends.
Outside. You can get rid of the word outside. That's
friends. It's not
just friends.
Michael thinks it's Jan.
I think it's Rob.
I'm going Rob.
Who's who? Well, Arya's going Rob.
Jack.
How about you, Dave?
Jack.
Mike says Jan.
Rabbi?
Jan.
Jan.
It's the other Jan, not this Jan. The other Jan.
Hey, mate, you were older when you were younger, weren't you, mate? Statues, wheelchairs,
Maniac.
The statue and the wheelchair happened in Heidelberg, and I tell you what, Heidelberg is like this old city. Didn't get bombed during the war because one of the planners for the bombing. No, one of the planners for the bombing said, "Oh no, you're not touching Heidelberg," because he'd studied there. And so you got like cobblestones everywhere, and the Alte Brücke, the old bridge across the River Neckar, is like that. And I'm like trying to struggle across this bridge, and it's freaking steep. So these like youngsters are coming across, coming the opposite way. And they're like giving it, and in German, like giving it, you got a license for that thing, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, one of them says, do you need a hand? And I thought to myself, if I stand up, if I stand up and wheel it across myself, I'm probably going to get a kicking. So I says, yeah, just to the middle and I'll be okay.
Should I tell you a story?
Go on, then.
So, oh shit, I've forgotten it. I've got it again. No, I've got it again. Right,
Tell it now, Charlie.
I've got it. Right, so about a year and a half ago, before we went into lockdown the first time, I was teaching about the Berlin Wall to a group of my GCSE students. And I found this really good documentary on YouTube, and half of it was in German, and the other half was in English. But the German was really just like, it was background noise, and then there was sort of, the commentators, the narration over it. So I didn't really think much of it. So I've watched it, and then I thought, no, this is totally all right to show the kids, not a problem. But there's a couple of kids in my class who had hearing difficulties, so it's standard practice to put the subtitles on the videos. And I didn't realise when I was showing this video that it doesn't only pick up the English subtitles, it also will pick up what is said in German. So, not speaking German incredibly well, I put the subtitles on, and halfway through this particular clip, this bloke starts going, You fucking Stasi cunt! I can't believe you're not letting me over the wall, and it's just flashing up on the screen, and I can't click the button quick enough to get it off, and it's just like cunt, cunt, cunt in German constantly on the screen, and I'm like, ah!
Well, you know, you got to think of it. You're giving those kids a well-rounded, education.
I think if that had happened to me at school, I'd have probably paid more attention to the
Exactly.
That's a lesson you remember.
Yeah.
Well, you know, like they always say about these, whenever you hear about a teacher sleeping with a student, it's always a really, really, really attractive young female teacher with like any student. That student has not been abused. That student has just had extremely good educational techniques applied to them.
That student is the abuser.
I think the word you're looking for is schooled.
Yes, definitely. It's,
I think the word you're looking for is fucking legend.
Lad.
Yeah.
Genuine Comics just joined us. How you doing, dude?
All right, Dave.
Who's reading this one? I don't remember. I think Rob is.
At one point in time, my best friend and I referred to each other exclusively as Mama Candide and Papa Marv. I don't know, Quandede?
I'm going to go Rob, because I don't think anyone else knows what those words mean.
I have no
I don't know what they mean.
Marv the colour, but Quandede? What the hell's that?
I don't know, actually, looking at Arya's face, I'm going to go with Arya.
It's hard not to look guilty.
When it's true.
It's true.
I'm going Jan.
I'm going Jan on this one.
I would say...
Yes.
Quandede? What is that? Quandide? Quandede?
I don't know.
I'm just going to Google it now.
Why don't you tell us, Rob?
It's got, an accent. It's got an accent over the E, so somebody's...
No.
All right, now I'm changing it.
No,
Definitely Jan.
Single quotation mark.
Yes.
Oh, it's Rob.
All right, sure. So either
How
Rob, Jan, or
suspicious we've
Arya.
all got of each other. We're like, it's fucking you.
I think it's Arya.
Yeah, I'm going to stay with Arya.
Oh, okay.
Fair bet.
I'm still sticking with Jan.
I'm going with Jan.
I'm gonna go with Arya.
Right.
Oh, wait. Arya, you're Mexican. It's you. That's either Mexican or Africa. Oh, sorry.
What the hell was that about? What?
Well, we're just exposed to racial prejudice.
Yeah. It wasn't
How
fucking
do you
English.
pronounce that word? And what is it?
What?
How do you say that word?
What?
I don't know.
Quandede?
Bandidi, right?
Yeah, Quandidi and Papa Mauve.
Yeah, Mauve I know, but what's Quandidi?
I don't know. I don't even know where it came from.
But which one were you?
I was Papa Mauve.
What?
Makes sense.
That makes less sense.
It makes sense as you go along.
I still think it was Arya.
I did tell you I was a weird child.
Yeah, but I didn't know
I don't
this.
think you're thrown out of it. You're still there.
I mean, she was looking for a new Twitter handle.
Just call myself Papa Mauve.
Was
How
this
old were
the...
you?
How old was I? I don't know. Like early teens, probably.
It was post-Moth funeral.
Experimental phase.
Yeah, we're getting a bit of a timeline here. When did the Moth funeral happen?
Yeah, this was after the Moth funeral for sure. Because I can tell you, we were painting on my friend's bathroom wall. We just got let loose on it, and we drew the little moth on there. Gave him a little shrine on the bathroom wall, as we also wrote these on the bathroom wall as well.
That's when they had the idea for the boy band, and that's when they went from the boy band to the duet group, Papa Quande and Papa Mauve from there on.
Papa Mauve and the Moth. That's
Yeah, that's a good one.
Kami Mark says, "Was your best friend Aria, and is it a trick?"
That wasn't me. I didn't know this weirdo then. Mark wants a Mama Quandi and Pat Mova.
Okay, I'm on it.
It does sound like a voodoo cult cover, right? Like voodoo assassins.
Yeah. That's what I thought when I heard it. Like
Papa Mauve, especially.
You have to knit us a comic.
Knit you a comic? I don't know how to do that.
You got to read the next one, Neve.
Okay. I was the UK champion of Sonic the Hedgehog on Mega Drive.
Rabbi.
Right.
It's got to be that. You're the only one old enough.
I was gonna say, me, Dave, and Aria are excluded from this.
Hey, I played this game when I was a kid.
Yeah, I was going to say Jacobus because you're into games.
On the Sega Mega Drive.
Right, exactly. The Sega Mega Drive. That puts you in the late 80s.
No, I was born in 92.
Well, there you go. You're out there.
I was poor. I had a Sega Mega Drive for years.
Yeah, but was you UK champion?
Yeah.
I ain't got the concentration. I'm going to go Jan.
You ain't got the skills.
I'm sticking with Jan. I'm sticking with Jan too.
I do say that Jan is kind of like looking around him. Me, there's only one game I've played to conclusion, and that was Resident Evil 4. So, not me. I would say it's Jan, because he was like doing all of this.
I was getting the charger for her laptop.
I'm going Rob.
Right.
I think Jan was moving because he was scared Charlie was going to shout something inappropriate at him.
I think Jacobus. What are you, Dave?
I'm going to stick with Jan. I'm sticking with Jan.
Pete thinks it's Rabbi.
How long?
I'm off camera.
It was Jan.
Yeah, I'm more of an Atari guy.
Why is this the first time we're hearing of this?
Yeah.
It's a lie.
Because does anybody remember the show Games Master?
No.
Back in the day on Channel 4?
No.
I was like, no, I wasn't born.
My nemesis, Danny Curley, got the gig on Games Master because I was 18 months too young to sign a contract to go onto that show.
Oh.
Your nemesis.
Still haven't forgotten that. I peaked so early in life.
I feel like this is an Adam Sandler film that I've seen.
I
feel this is every Adam Sandler film I've
right?
seen.
So, Sonic the Hedgehog, Green Yard Zone, Act 1, 23 seconds I can do that leveling.
Whoa.
And the official Danny Curley could do it in 28.
Are you still the champion?
They don't. It's not played anymore. People don't do
not a
it.
thing.
We could try it. I could probably these days probably about 26.
Oh, okay. Challenge.
I could speed run the whole game in under an hour.
I feel like this is a YouTube series that needs to be made.
Yeah.
This is
Jan plays games.
absolutely. We
Fast.
need to put this on video.
Yeah, the challenge used to be there was 2 challenges. You either had to complete the game without losing a life, and it was timed, or it's fixed challenges per stage on speed. And I was
had to play it on
too
speed.
young. No, well, not at the speed run, but yeah, I was too young, and I could have had the gig. I could have been exactly. Could have been a contender. I was too young.
Go on,
Sad,
Jan.
I remember that. It's brought back a lot of memories. The way we were. So yes, that's true though, and it still gets me.
We have
Moving on.
Go on, Jan. You read this one for us.
When I was 12, I was the UK champion at Sonic the Hedgehog. But when this other person was 12, I was caught by a policewoman taking a piss behind someone's house.
How's that illegal?
Because you're having a piss outside. It's illegal to urinate in the street.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Public urination. Huh?
I'm gonna say Aria.
I'm going to say Jacobus.
Everyone's saying Jacobus. Even Michael McCartney said it.
I'm going to say Jacobus because he wants to deflect the fact that it was him by saying it was Aria first.
Okay, I'm going to go Jack.
That's a good point. I'm going Jack.
All right, when I get all the points, fuck you.
Oh, yeah, Rabbi.
Dave.
Jacobus.
Could be Dave.
Could be Dave. Rabbi, who are you going for?
I'm going to go for Aria.
Yeah.
Dave.
Jeez.
I gotta admit, it feels weird being accused for one that's definitely not you.
How many more have we got? We got so many.
I think we're on the last one.
Oh.
Dave, you read this out.
I secretly agree with the rest of the bargain bin. The ending agrees this shit.
Dave.
I think it's Dave.
This is Aria or Jack. No, I'm gonna go Jack. It's Jack. Fuck you, Jack.
I mean, listen, it does have a very prime young Olivia Newton-John's ass in Tight Level, which kind of makes everything better, doesn't it?
That's not the end, though. That's leading up to the end.
Well, what's the end then? When they drive off into heaven or whatever?
Yeah, when they fly away in a car.
Okay, what happened is they drove away, they got in a car crash, and they died. That's the real ending.
Yeah, if I'd seen them dead in the car, I'd have been happier.
Some finality to it.
Yeah. It's got to be Dave. Everyone else already knows that.
Got to be Dave.
Dave.
I didn't write that. I did not write that. Someone read that shit and said it was me. I did not write that. I would never write that.
Well played, Neve. Well played.
That's terrible.
Yeah, my cheeks are going to hurt tomorrow.
Well, again, I will keep that to yourself.
That's what she said.
Well, I think it's more what he said.
A few people here, some knowledgeable about pissing outdoors. Well,
you need to know these things.
Well, I say I'm a very big indoor pisser. I have to say I'm not a big outdoor pisser at all.
As long as someone's not watching, I can kind of go anywhere.
I'm always watching. That's the thing.
Are you going now?
Actually, I kind of have like a constant stream. Yeah, recycling. And it feeds back into me with some kind of tubing. What's going on there? Somebody just had a bit of hamster action going on in the background. Speaking of which, I got to put my bloody dog to bed. I'm knackered. I forgot to go do that.
It's 11. What is it? Midnight there?
Coming up to it.
Wow.
Right, guys. Well, with that bit of the show, anyone have things they want to talk about before we go?
Buy, rattle, and roll. There you go.
Ready?
Buy, rattle, and roll. It's still available and always will be.
In demand forever.
That doesn't exactly derive urgency. Buy, rattle, and roll because your life may depend on it. Something like that.
If you need to know what's happening in the rat zombie apocalypse, there you go. Next, move along.
This is going well.
This week is your last chance to sign up to Twisted Fairy Tales mailing list because we are launching on Monday in a week's time.
Woo.
So yeah, sign up now so you get this this art print for everyone who signs up to the mailing list, and then when you buy something, I'll send all your stuff out with that print because we're all amazingly beautiful people like that. So yeah, you got 7 days. Sign up now. Sign up now. Sign up now.
There you go. Guys, make sure you get in on that. Let me show you this one. Taylor's is on Indiegogo. Make sure you sign up for this one. Links for all the books are in the description, guys. So make sure you check them out. The Adventure Tales in Outer Space Collected Edition with the massive boner section. There we go.
Did you say with a massive bonus section?
I only ever say that when I'm on stream with Rob.
Oh yeah, I think that's worth the money right there.
Absolutely. Exactly. This is a crazy thing. It was like probably about 2 months, 3 months, and he would be saying, "On this massive bonus section," and I would be like laughing my head off. And now I should never have brought his attention to it because now he just doesn't say it. So I'm sorry for spoiling it for everybody. I'm sorry, but it was so damn funny.
Anyway, sign up for that awesome artwork by Chubb. That's the Adventure Tales in Outer Space on Indiegogo. Dave, tell us something.
Oh, Dave wants to. Dave wants to let everyone know to sign up to Jacobus's YouTube channel. Subscribe to it. Thanks, Dave.
Or
no, thanks, Dave. we said thanks, Dave.
You can sign up.
Thanks,
for
Dave.
Dave's YouTube channel. It's a
no,
magical
thanks, Dave.
place. It features me.
No.
And your shirt.
And my lovely shirt. Yeah, that's it. Smiter is working its way slowly. Eventually, it'll come. My book. What else? No, that's about it. Really, I can't think of anything else. Some advice. Don't eat yellow snow. Wipe properly before you leave the house.
Sit down, right?
Don't stick things up your bum unless you want to.
Unless the coconuts and your yan.
What?
Oh, don't do it if you're yan.
I'm just writing you a quick poem.
He's got to build a tolerance.
Yeah, poem.
I would say if you are going to put a coconut up your ass, I would recommend a fresher coconut, not one of the ones with the furry ones. You know, you want one of the fresh ones. Maybe you could oil up first. I'm just saying for your own personal comfort. Whatever you prefer with your own coconut in your own ass, you can do it.
How hairy is that coconut? No.
Yeah. Do you want it to be smooth or do you want a bit of a tickle?
I would want a smooth one.
Use coconut.
I put some thought into this. I would rather have.
I mean, that'd be a real bounty. I'll get my coat.
Would you like to hear my poem? I just
absolutely.
Wrote?
Hold on, I'm just want to answer. Mark says it's going to be a bumper length episode on Monday for the launch. The plan is the show is going to start at 10. No, it's not. It's going to start at 8 like it normally does, and it's going to go until
everybody buys one.
Yeah. It's just going to keep going for as long as we can.
So it's going to be going for like 30 days.
Half an hour.
He says he's got new shirts coming soon. Cool. But Jan, share your poem with us.
Big screen.
I just wrote it now, so it's not amazingly topical. CG bargain bin for all your comedy sins. Join the boys for a laugh and check out their Indiegogo staff. Aria, Dave, Rob, and Jack. It's always a coconut-free crack.
Not bad.
That was really good.
Mate. That was decent.
That's better than the ones you do on Mark's show.
Those ones are documented. You don't have to watch the show. You just have to listen to the poem to know what's happened in those ones.
Yeah, that's all I ever do. Listen to the poem.
Awesome. Guys, is it time for the gay wave?
I think so.
I think it is time for the gay wave.
Okay, everyone, gay wave. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Good night.